Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that honestly might sound like a bit of a cliche at first glance, but it actually has some seriously profound structural benefits for our lives. We're talking about the power of positive thinking. Now, the source material we're breaking down today moves way past just telling us to, cheer up. Instead, it actually maps out how shifting our internal narrative literally rewrites our ability to tackle challenges and ultimately boosts our overall well-being. So let's look a little closer at how this mental framework actually operates. Are you ready to transform your life? Yeah, I know, it sounds like a pretty lofty promise. But the evidence we're looking at today shows that true transformation actually kicks off with the quietest little shifts in how we perceive the world around us. Okay, let's dive into this and uncover the 5 core benefits our source material lays out. Section 1, the power of positivity. Just picture this. You wake up, open the blinds, let that morning sunlight pour in, and you consciously decide to tackle the day with confidence. And hey, maybe that only happens after your first cup of coffee, right? But seriously, this isn't just some movie trope. It's a massive psychological reset. By kickstarting your morning this way, you're literally signaling to your nervous system, physically and mentally, that you are safe, you're capable, and you are absolutely ready. It basically acts like a mental shield for the rest of your day. Section 2, cultivating inner peace. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the stark contrast it shows between a stressed mindset and a calm one. Look, we've all been there. The stressed mindset is reactive, it's totally overwhelming, and frankly, it is exhausting. But on the flip side, we have the calm, relaxed mindset. Our source makes a brilliant point here. The bridge between these two isn't about magically changing your external circumstances. It's actually a change in your thinking. Positive thinking acts as a sort of mental filter. It literally stops your mind from spiraling into those worst-case scenarios when you're staring down a massive workload. So how do we actually define this state? Well, a positive mindset is an active mental state characterized by practicing gratitude, reducing anxiety, and maintaining emotional balance. Notice I said active. It's not just some passive, fleeting feeling. It's a daily maintenance routine, taking the time to really appreciate the small moments, like, say, quality time with your family. That directly keeps your emotional scales balanced and actively keeps anxiety at bay. It's a real game changer. Moving right along to Section 3, building confidence and connections. There is such a fascinating progression to how this works on the inside. Step 1, believe in yourself. You see, positive thinking inherently forces you to trust your own abilities, and that naturally flows right into Step 2, becoming more confident. Think about it. When you crush your goals, that success is entirely fueled by that initial belief that you could pull it off. But wait, it doesn't stop there. This confidence radiates outward into Step 3, building healthier bonds. Because when you aren't completely bogged down by negativity, you actually have the emotional bandwidth to invest deeply in the people around you. All right, Section 4, driving motivation and success. And this brilliantly illustrates our next big takeaway: momentum. Listen, working hard, overcoming obstacles, reaching success, and staying motivated, all of that requires an engine. And a positive attitude, that is your engine. When you hit a roadblock, a negative mindset just sees a giant stop sign. But a positive mindset, it sees a puzzle that just needs solving. It's this exact framework that gives you the grit to maintain your motivation and significantly ramp up your overall output. Which brings us to Section 5, creating a brighter future. Think positive, live better. It's a simple little equation, right? But man, it has massive, life-altering variables. By integrating these core benefits, reducing stress, improving your mental health, boosting that confidence, strengthening your relationships, and driving your motivation, you are actively designing a better life for yourself. It is literally like the compound interest of choosing to frame your world constructively. So, I want to leave you with a really vital question to chew on. What will your brighter future look like if you start today? I mean, if you wake up tomorrow, let that sunlight in, and actively choose a positive mindset, how will your stress levels change? How much deeper will your relationships get? The power to create that reality rests entirely in how you choose to think. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep growing, and hey, start thinking positively today.